Welcome back. Welcome back to our new class. Today we are going to start our mathematics class, and our topic is H.C.F and L.C.M. Before going to start explanation or question, we have to understand the full meaning of H.C.F and L.C.M. H.C.F stands for highest common factor, and the term L.C.M stands for the lowest common multiple. H.C.F is also known as greater common multiple and also known as greater common divisor. That means H.C.F is the highest divisor and L.C.M is simply called the multiples. The multiples. Okay. Now, before going to start any math from H.C.F and L.C.M, we have to understand a fraction. In our previous classes, we may already have known that here b is divided by a. B is our first term known as numerator, and the below under b is known as a is known as denominator, and here b is called the factor, a is called the factor, b is called the multiple. Okay, to start our first question, example 1, go to the example 1, find the H.C.F of 2 cube into 3 square into 5 into 7. Here we have three part of our example. In our example 1, there are 3 parts. First part, we may to identify our H.C.F highest common factor. What we need to do first, we need to identify the common prime factor. Here in our 3 part of this math, we will find that here 2 is common, here 2 is also common. So 2 is our common factor. Then multiple of next common factor, 3 is common here, 3 is here, but in our third part 3 is not here. So 3 is eliminated, deduct. Then go for the 5, check for 5 is here. Second part is also has 5, third part is also has. So 5 is our common prime factor. Then our third common prime factor will be 7. In our chief part, we may have seen that 7 is available. So 2, 5, 7 is our common prime factor. Then we have to find the least power of our common prime factor. Least power means power is called the power 2 to the cube, 3 power 2 or 3 square, 5 power here 1. So the lowest power of 2 is, we may find 2 square is here, our lowest common power 2. So here is our 2 square. Then 5, the lowest power of 5 is 1. When there is no power, we may count 1 as its power. Then 1. Then 7, lowest common factor, 7 here, power 2, power 3. So 2 is the lowest. So 2, we have to put the power as 2 in 7. Then after multiplying 2 square, we may find 4 into 5 into 49. Then go for the check. 4 into 5, 20. 20 into 49, 0, 8, 9, 0. 9 into 2, 18, 8, 18. Then 4, 0, 8, 0, 8, 9. So 980 will be our answer. 980 is the highest common factor or H.C.F for our first question. Then go for the second question. You're watching that. Second question is what we need to do. Here is our fraction. We have a fraction, and we need to reduce the fraction to the lowest term. Lowest term means the first part, the numerator is 391, and here our denominator is 67. The lowest common, the lowest term. To identify the lowest term of this fraction, what we need to do, we need to divide both of the numerator and denominator by the H.C.F of the two numbers. H.C.F of the two numbers. So we have to identify the H.C.F. Then here we have checked that to identify the H.C.F of 391 and 667. What we need to do, we need to divide the greater one by the smaller one. Is our way to identify the H.C.F. Is our one way. There are two ways to identify any H.C.F and L.C.M. Two ways. First one is factorization method, and second one is called the dividation method. So here we have our dividation method. We find that 23 is our H.C.F because by dividing 23 we have our end. That means 23 can exactly divide the term 391 and 667. So what do you need to do on dividing? Numerator and denominator by the H.C.F. 391 divided by 23, 667 divided by 23. Here we may have checked like 391 divided by 23. 39, there we have 1, 23, it may have been 17, then go for another check, 6, 7 divided by 23, then 23 into 2, 46, 40, 20, 207, then go for 207, multiplying 2, 3, so by dividing 391 and 667 by their highest common factor, we have find a fraction. The numerator in numerator 17, in denominator 29. By dividing 667 by 23, we will be able to find the number 29. So here is our result. Here is our result. Result is 17 by 29 is the lowest term of 391 divided by 667. We are in our third example. We're going to solve our third example for the class L.C.M and H.C.F. Example is find the highest common factor and lowest common multiple of 0.63, 1.05 and 2.1. There we have three decimal numbers to identify the H.C.F and L.C.M. both of the class we need to do. Okay. First, what we need to do? First, we need to make all the numbers similar, same. Regarding the decimal point, how many digits after the decimal point have? Here we have two digits. In second part we have second number we have 2 digits after decimal. We have 1 digit. The third number we have only 1 digit. So making all the decimal numbers similar 0.63, 1.05, 2.10. By putting number 0, we are able to make 2.10 similar to all of the number, to the other two number. Then what we need to do? H.C.F. We need to identify the H.C.F. The H.C.F will be the H.C.F of 63, 105 and 2.10. After making all the numbers similar or same in accordance to the decimal point, we may count all of the numbers without identifying the decimal point. Then 63, 105 and 210. The H.C.F of the number 63, 105 and 210 without considering the decimal point, we may be able to identify H.C.F or H.C.F for the three numbers 63, 105 and 210 will be simply 21. But what will be our result 21 in considering the decimal point? Because we need to identify the H.C.F of the decimal number. Then how many digits we are able to see? How many digits after every decimal number? 2. So we have to put the 2 number 21 after the decimal point to make our result equivalent to the decimal to the question. Then 0.21 will be our H.C.F for the three decimal number 0.63, 1.05 and 2.10. Then go for the L.C.M. The process is same for L.C.M. to identify the L.C.M of the three numbers 63, 105 and 210. We found that our H.C.F for the number 63, 105 and 210 will be is 630. Then what we need to do? We need to make 2 digits after the decimal point. Here we have 2 digits after the decimal point. We need to put the last 2 digits 30, 2 digits to make it equivalent to our question. Okay, then 6 is in our hand, then 6.30 will be the result of L.C.M for the number, for the 3 decimal number 0.63, 1.05 and 2.10. Example number 4, we have a question like 2 numbers are in the ratio 3:4, where LCM is 84. Find the numbers. In this question we have a ratio of 2 numbers 3:4 and their LCM, lowest common multiple, is also given here 84. We have to, what we need to find? We have to find out the numbers. To solve this question, we have to consider first the ratio, and then let us suppose our first number or one number, or numerator, whatever you may call to you, is x, and the other number 3x, simply other number 4y. Sorry for the inconvenience. 3x and 4x. Suppose our two numbers are 3x and 4x, and we have a recommendation that to identify the L.C.M. and H.C.F. there is an important fact, important formula, and formula is like that: the product of the two numbers will be equal to the product of their L.C.M. and H.C.F. Product of the two numbers equals to their product of their L.C.M. and H.C.F. This is a formula. So we already let our number 3x and 4x. So product of two numbers 3x into, by putting in this equation 3x into 4x, what we may have find our LCM will be 12x square. From the question we have 12x square equals to 84. 12x square is our LCM, and LCM is given in the question 84. So 12x square equals to 84. By solving this question, we will be able to find the numbers. X square equals to x equals to simply 7. If you touch to do at your home, then we are able to find x equals to 7 by putting 3x, or by putting into 3x and 4x. 3 into 7, we're able to find 21 and 28 as our numbers. There are two numbers, 21 and 28 are result. Okay, go for the example number 5. Here we have a question. The sum and difference of the LCM and HCF of two numbers are 592 and 518. If the sum of the numbers be 296, find the numbers. First part is sum and difference of the LCM and HCF. That means here is our sum of LCM and HCF for a group of numbers, for two numbers. A group of numbers consisting of two numbers. The sum of LCM and HCF is 592, and their difference, that means the difference between LCM and HCF of the two numbers is 518. If the sum of the numbers is also given 296, we have to find out the numbers. To solve this question, we have to make two or three equations. We have to make multiple equations to solve this question. We are going to solve this question by maintaining equation. The first equation will be sum. The sum means sum of the LCM and HCF. Sum means plus. So HCF plus LCM equals to 592. That is our first equation. Then go for the second equation is difference means minus or deduction or subtraction. Then HCF minus LCM equals to 592. one thing that the LCM for 2 or 3 numbers, whatever the number will be, the LCM will always be the greater one, and H.C.F is always the lowest one. So we have to subtract the lowest one from the greater one. Then what is our result is given 518 is our given result. So we find this question A is plus or L plus A is equals to 592, L minus A is equals to 518. Our two equations. All you need to do, we need to add and subtract 5 before adding equation 1 with 2 by adding 1 plus 2. Now to find our value for L, 555, putting the value of L into equation, any of the equation 1 or 2. Okay. Putting the value of L into equation 1. Equation 1 is L plus is 592. A is to 592 minus L 555 is our L. Then find the number 37. Let one number is X, other number will be total number 296. One number is X, that means other number will be 296 minus X will be our another number. And we know our rule, the product of the two number will be equal to the product of their H.C.F and L.C.M. Product of their highest common factor and lowest common factor. We have a product of two product numbers equals to highest common factor into lowest common factor. Here is our rules. Our first number is X and another number is 296 minus X. So what will be the result? Result will be the L into H. L for lowest common factor multiple and H for highest common multiple. We have our result. L is 5, 5, 5 and our highest common factor is 37 from the F4. 37. By solving this equation, we will be able to find out our numbers, our two numbers. Then 296 by solving the equation, 296 minus X into X square equals to 555 into 37 plus here 555, 20,535 will be the result of the multiplication 555 with 37. And we need to make our X square in the first position. So what we need to do, X square 96X plus 20,535. X square minus 1, it is 5X 1118 535. This is common. So after solving this equation, we are able to find out two number 185 and 111. So our numbers will be so will be 185 and 11 will be the numbers 185 and 111 111. That is our solution. Thank you for attending our classes.